Hey, what's up, okay, there we go. We cooking with grease now. What's up, Aaron? Hope you're doing well, man. Hey, Gabby. Hey, what's up, Pastor Hi? Shut up, Nala. I'm doing on TV. Not okay. I got a dog a couple days ago, and she doesn't do anything. She doesn't let me do anything. What up, T-Dub? Say hey. Say hey, Nala. Say hey. Say hello, people. Speak now so I can put you down. I hope you guys are having a really good day, man. I got something I really want to share with you guys. It's not Nala, though. It's actually very informative. What's up, brother? Okay, say hi. You done now so I can put you down? And I hope you guys are doing really, really well. If you're watching on Facebook, like hit the little share button. And on Instagram, I'm going to jump right to it. I'm not going to be like those people that are like, hey, come in, share, invite people, hit the hearts, that thing. That's always a really awkward part of something to watch. And it's like kind of makes you feel bad for being on time to getting in something pretty early. But man, I got something I really want to share with you. All right, bye, Nala, get down. I got something I really want to share with you guys. That really is gonna, I think it'll really help transform like how you're doing your year, what you're setting. Not right now, Nala. How you're like really aligning your year this year. I know we all know that 2018, every year, every day is our opportunity to really maximize life. You know, I know we set New Year's resolutions and we set goals and we set different things because it's the new year. And sometimes we just have to be reminded that if I don't change my patterns, my habits, the way I go about things, the way I respond to things, that nothing about my new year will change. Everything will be the exact same way that it was last year if we don't change what we do, what we do and how we do it. So I kind of want to share with you guys this. I know that we're all a lot of us are in this place where we are looking for that reason why we're here on earth. I know many people struggle and fight and search all of their life looking for what exactly am I here for? Like, okay, now come on. It's like, why did God create me? What am I here to do? What is my sole purpose? Who am I here to affect? Who am I here to impart in? Like, what is the reason that I'm here? And that's part of the reason I'm on here tonight. I want to share with you guys something. I released an ebook a couple weeks ago called For the Purpose Chaser. One thing that I know about life that I've experienced myself is that we're always in search of something. We are always chasing something. And many times we're chasing the things that we think that we want. And because we don't know what exactly we're here to do, stop, bro. Because we don't know exactly what we're here to do, we end up just doing some of anything. Looking for an answer, looking for a resolution, looking for fulfillment in life, looking to get up every day and be like those people that we see on social media that just get up and just do what they love to do, and they make plenty of money, and they're always happy, and they're always traveling, they're always doing these little things like that. We get upset because that's not the life that we're living, and we really don't understand why. Some of us have been afforded the opportunity to find our purpose. I know that's a word that we throw around. Purpose has been, Purpose have been made to seem like it's a mystical land, like it's like the land of dragons, where you find purpose one day, you just stumble upon it, and then everything now in life is just peachy clean. It's easy, it's loving. You wake up, you travel, you black and abroad, and you're doing all these things because you found this thing called purpose. And that's not really what it is. Purpose is not this mystical fairyland that exists only to a select few. Purpose is actually something that we all are able to access, but we access purpose in a couple different ways. And one of the ways I want to talk about purpose today is through assignments. So each and every one of us has a current assignment, whether it's your job, whether it's at your church, your what you do for a living, your family. Everybody has an assignment. But had you ever thought, Black and Abroad, I actually want to be on Black and Abroad. I'm trying to go places. But guys, have you ever really considered the power of your current place? You do know that in your current place, if you don't handle your current place the right way, you'll pretty much ruin your next season. Your next that you believe in God for, that you think is just going to happen, it's not going to happen the way you think it is if you don't manage your right now, your current place well. We completely disregard the power of where we are presently. Like, there is so much power in where you are presently. Yes, currently in your job, currently in your role on your job, currently in what you're doing in your life, what you're pursuing. There's absolutely an untapped resource of power, untapped levels of power that are currently right there where you are. I sit down and I talk to people and I hear people every day. Hey, Latarski. Yes, I would love for you to get the book. I talk to people every day who are always like, man, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate that. And my first question is, what have you learned about where you are? You can hate it, or you think that you hate it, But what happens if this is actually what you're supposed to do? One thing that we're looking for, purpose, and the reason that we're created here on earth, everybody has one, but everybody is responsible for finding their own. But I want to give you guys this. You find, well, how about this? Just think about it from this angle. You find your reason for being alive through trial and error. How about that? How does that sound? You find your reason for what you do and how you do based upon the situations that you find yourself in that you realize that you don't like or that you love. You know, that's why I say it's so much power in your current place, because many times we don't really look at it as like, okay, this could be the metric that lets me know that if this is what I'm supposed to be doing for the rest of my life, or if this is the thing that I should have never been doing. Perfect example. I went to college. I started off to become a teacher. You know why? Because my parents said that you're a black man, you can be in the classroom 3 years, and your pathway to being a principal with the secure, financially stable life is pretty easy just because you're going into a field where you're needed. And you know what? I was crazy enough to go and to start trying to be a teacher for about a semester. What happens if now I'm in the classroom teaching your kids, and I never was called to be a teacher, never even wanted to be a teacher, but I came there looking for security. But I know you guys know just what this is about, because you've had teachers that were completely miserable with their job. They came in, they were piss poor in how they taught. They were just there in the way, doing absolutely nothing. We've all experienced a teacher or two like that, especially if you've matriculated throughout the years. You have encountered those who simply just don't love what they do. They don't feel purpose to do what they do. They're doing it because it's security or it's stability. Do you know how damaging that is? Do you know how damaging it is for you to be doing a whole lot of stuff for all of your life, and it's just completely has nothing to do with what you're supposed to be doing here on earth? Like, there's a demographic of people, there's a plethora of people who are waiting on you to find your thing and to do your thing well. Like, have y'all ever had a teacher that was just really awful? I know I have. I could name some of them, but I'm afraid they may jump on this Facebook Live because I'm still Facebook friends with them. But it's not that they were awful people. It's not that they were uneducated. It's just that they were doing something, they're doing something just to say, I'm secure, I'm stable. And that's absolutely not what they were purposed to do. And because that's not what they're purposed to do, they were completely ineffective. You guys realize that the longer we stay in a place and we're like not in purpose or not even close to it, we add years of ineffectiveness to our lives. It's like, great. We all think that we're effective, and sometimes we're completely ineffective. We're the total opposite of what we are because we don't realize and look at where we are for what it is. Everybody has a current assignment. Everybody probably has a couple current assignments. Of course, you have things like your family, but then you also have things like your job. The best way for you to know if what you're doing is a part of your purpose or will lead you further into purpose is by doing it. I never thought, when I changed my major 5 times in college, I never thought that me changing it to computer science and getting an internship at NASA, a place where people, fight to get in. I got in and I was there for maybe a year, and I realized these 2 computer screens, this is not purpose for me. I'm sitting in the seat that belongs to somebody that's going to find this to be purpose. Do you realize that because of your lack of searching or your lack of desire to kind of really take some time to figure things out by really just assessing them for what they are, you are sitting in the seat that somebody is supposed to be in? Like, you are holding up somebody's future just because sometimes, and this is not for everybody, sometimes we are okay, we're content with where we are, and we just don't think enough of, let me just look at what I'm doing. The best thing I could have ever done was ask God, hey, and what am I supposed to be doing out here? This is working, but this is it? Is this really it? Like, tell me what I'm supposed to get from this. That's one of the most powerful questions I've ever asked or put up in the atmosphere, however, whatever you believe. It's one of the most powerful questions you could ask, like, show me what I'm supposed to be seeing here. What am I supposed to be receiving from this? Not just a paycheck, not just, fulfillment. Okay, at least I'm doing something. What am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to see in this? A lot of us are frustrated currently where we are in our current place because we've never actually looked internally, whatever your internal source is. Mine is God. You've never looked to God to see, what is he saying about where I am? what is this supposed to mean for me? It's a lot easier to go into a place when you kind of don't, when you're a little frustrated and don't understand, when you have an understanding of why you're there or who placed you there. Many of us are in places that we don't even realize that God literally dropped you off in this job. God dropped you off in this place. God dropped you off to do this thing. Like he just picked you up and just dropped you and said, hey, boom, you're there. You're there for a couple, and then also on the other side of that, some of us have just kind of stumbled into some things without even kind of submitting things to God to get some kind of instruction and guidance. Some of us have just ended up in some stuff that we're like, oh, okay, I'm here now. What do I do? But guess what? Even in the midst of that, because God is so gracious and so favored, he's so loving and so faithful that he allows that everything that we experience to work together for our good. I promise you, the frustrations that you feel right now about where you are, if you assess them properly, you'll be able to see, okay, you know what? Is God trying to show me that this actually is purpose? And because I don't want to accept what he says is purpose for me, I'm frustrated. I'm fighting not just the job, but I'm fighting him. Or did he allow me to get into this situation or get into this job or get into this profession, getting to this major, this career field for me to spend all this time? I stayed there, but all I was there for was to realize that this was not it. Your current assignments are the greatest indicators of how close you are to purpose. Sometimes it lets you know, hey, look, you're right here on it. Sometimes it'll let you know what, you're actually nowhere near it. However, because I allowed you to be here, I'll let you learn some things. I'll let you kind of grab hold of some things that'll actually, if you allow me to, I can redirect you to where I actually designed for you to be. Each and every one of us was designed with something very specific in mind. We are not accidents, no matter how we came into this world. We were actually kind of like handcrafted, one of a kind, tailor-made. Stop biting that. But most importantly, we were designed with a specific function, with a specific role, with a specific goal in mind. That's why we were made. That's why we're here. And I just want to encourage you guys to look at your current assignments and where you are and say, what am I supposed to get from this? I'm going to learn from this. I have to learn from this. I'm supposed to learn from this, whether it's a good thing or bad thing, whether for me to learn where I am, where I should be. We are here to learn something right where you are. And many times we'll allow frustration and how we feel about where we are to trump our responsibility to learn where we are while we're there for what's here for you. A lot of the frustration we feel in our jobs and different things like that is for us to learn about us. It's for us to learn about us. It's for you to be revealed to you. Forget everybody else. Forget everybody getting on your nerves. Sometimes where you are is to reveal you to you. And why not? It makes perfectly good sense. If God is so gracious and loving as we believe him to be, I'm thankful that he'll allow me to stumble into certain assignments that I'm kind of like, I'm here. I'm glad he allowed me to hate it, because in the midst of him allowing me to hate it, it allowed me to submit myself to allow him to redirect me to what I'm supposed to be doing. I told you guys, I changed my major 5 times in college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I did not. But I remember the day when I was sitting there like, God, I don't want to be a teacher. I don't care to be a psychologist. This check at NASA's great, but this ain't gonna work. I've got to find something that I love. And I said, you know what? I stumbled right into the business department. Ended up being a great thing, because what I learned out of my mistakes, when I learned what I did not want to do, it helped propel me to find out what God knew that I was going to be using in the long run. So now I use my business degree to run my own business, to help other people start their businesses, to help other businesses that are already going. I work for somebody else, but I got that because I allowed my assignments. Nah, this ain't it. Like, take it for where you are. I promise you this: if you don't change, if you don't look at your frustration, if you don't look at your current place from a different lens right now, at this point next year, you still gonna be frustrated. You're still gonna be working that same job. You're still going to be making the same amount of money. There'll be no progress. There'll be no growth. There'll be no joy, or, you'll be completely dissatisfied for another year. Still trying to figure out, what am I on earth to do? Like, you're actually on earth to do more than just to kind of have a nice time. You're actually on earth to be effective. And being effective is not just with your family and your friends. There's a world of people out there that need everything that we have, that need what we've been through. But because we're so discombobulated in what we're supposed to be doing, we don't even realize what's happening around us that we're supposed to be working and making things happen for. Like, I promise you, every time we leave the house, there's always an encounter that could happen that, based upon how we feel or what we're thinking or where we are mentally, we'll miss it. We could miss the conversation in the grocery store line with the person that'll give us the job and what we really want to do because we're so frustrated about what we currently do. But it's because our perspective is not right about where we are. Change your perspective. Hey, listen, I'm where I am right now, and I'm going to learn something from this. It's not going to last forever, but I'm choosing to learn something from this. I'm choosing to allow this to actually work together for my good so that I can get to where I'm supposed to be. Like many of us settle for good when we are actually kind of supposed to have great. Like, think about it. Think about how many times you say, man, life is good. Well, actually, life could be great if we were doing the right thing. But sometimes we're okay with things being good because we don't want to do the right thing. We're afraid to do the right thing. We're afraid to go and try to change, to do what we know we should be doing. Or even scratch that. We're afraid to even search within us about what we actually love to do. The things that we find natural, the things that we want to change. We have this security thing that and it's because of our parents. They grew up in a different day and age where security was going to college, getting a good job, and that was it. We're not in that place anymore. We actually want to live an effective life. Deep down inside, you want to get up every day and actually make a difference. You want to get up every day and go somewhere and actually effect change in somebody's life. You actually want to do that. You don't want to sit in the cubicle in the call center your whole life. You don't want to be at the daycare in the baby class. You want to actually own the daycare. But guess what? When you find out why you're doing what you're doing and what you're doing it for, it helps you to for you to see your own bigger picture, for your own bigger picture to be revealed to you. So I jumped on here just to talk about that for everybody who's that's it, make $1 and a difference at the same time. You guys probably wouldn't even believe this, but I'm making money right now. Somebody is on my website buying my ebook that I'm talking about today for the Purpose Chaser because they're like saying, you know what? It's $5. I need to make an investment in myself so I can shift my perspective about where I currently am. I promise you, everything in your life will change if your mind changed. Everything about what you see every day would change if you change your mind about what you see every day. What you walk into looking at frustration and no growth and absolutely nothing could actually be flipped around if you realize that you were placed there to be the very thing and to lead the very thing that's not there. Think about it, how frustrated you are on your jobs because communication is not good or, the workplace environment is not healthy. What if you change your mindset about what's going on there to change your mindset about who is supposed to be there, aka you, and what you're supposed to do there? You are crazy in your head if you really think that you can't walk into a room and change an entire room. Yes, it may not happen the first time. Yes, it may not even happen the second or third time, but it can happen. You are designed to be a solution. There it is. It's a solution. We are solutionists by nature. When God created each and every one of us, he created us to be the answer to a problem that somebody else has. But because we are unclear or unsure about what we are doing and why we're doing it, we can't even be the solutionists we were designed to be. People are looking for answers to questions that are sitting in our minds. But because our mindset is not right currently on what we're doing and why we're doing it, we can't even see it to get the answers and to be the answer that we're supposed to be. But yet we're chasing purpose, not realizing that the assignments that we currently are in will reveal every bit of purpose if we allow it to, and if we look at it through the right lens. So I challenge you guys with this. If you're saying like, still trying to figure out why I'm here, what I'm doing, what I'm placed specifically here to do, I encourage you guys to go to my website, www.IamEvanBrown, download the book For the Purpose Chaser. I promise you this right now. I guarantee you, and I'm saying I guarantee you because I dropped the book 2 weeks ago and I've been getting testimonials every day about somebody whose mindset has been shifted about where they are and they're being able to see purpose has been revealed. I realized I was supposed to be here, but because it's not what I thought I wanted to do or what mom and dad has trained me in my mind to this is what I should do. Now everything about what I'm doing makes sense because this is what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes it's a mental thing. Most of the time it is a mental thing. Matter of fact, 10 times out of 10, it's a perspective. It's how you choose to look at where you are. And my goal with this ebook is for you guys to look at where you are currently in your assignments to see, is there purpose here? Is there not purpose here? If it's purpose here, cool, I can keep going and pushing forward. If it's not purpose here, guess what? Now I know I can check off, okay, great, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Like we are so for our to-do list that we forget how powerful our to-not list actually would be. You know what? This was good. I tried it, but this is going to go right here on this list because I'll know that I never should do this again because this is a waste of my time, talent, my resources, and my effort. But you wouldn't know that if you didn't look at your current assignment for what it is and take from it what it really is trying to give you. So for anybody who is looking and chasing purpose, trying to figure this thing out called life, trying to understand why exactly am I here, go to my website right now, www.iamevanbrown.com, and download For the Purpose Chaser. It's an ebook. I promise you, one chapter is a bunch of questions for you to answer. Sometimes we aren't able to articulate and find what we're looking for because we don't even realize the answers that we have are inside of us. We just have to write it down. In an interview, your resume could be amazing, your cover letter could be awesome, but if you can't answer those questions right, you won't get any further. And that's what a part of this book is all about, having you to put your pen to the paper and answer these questions right, to figure out, or answer these questions honestly, forget right, just to answer them honestly. Sometimes the hardest part, or what you need to do the most, is to be honest about, do I really love this or do I hate this? Do I realize this is actually very lucrative, that I should be doing this? But yes, you know what? Perfect example. There are people who make the most impact all over the world and they don't make a lot of money. They're called teachers. That's right. Some of the people who make the most of an impact instantly and day by day, week by week, year by year are teachers. But guess what? Teachers don't teach because of the money. Teachers teach because of the purpose, because of the fulfillment that they have by seeing a child go from not knowing anything to knowing everything. That's why they do it. You have to understand what is your reason why you do your it. Forget finding your it. You'll find your it. But guess what? Sometimes the teachers had to go to school. They had to do trial and error. They had to go and test the classroom, whatever the student teacher. They had to figure it out by way of just being a part of it. There's some things you have to figure out in the middle of it. That's why your current assignment is so powerful, because it's the place where you are supposed to figure it out while in the middle of it. But the great thing about while you're in the middle of it, you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to be at a place where you're just you. God will assist you and lead you right where you are. But guess what? You've got to see what's supposed to be seen in the middle of it. Right there in the middle of it. So don't spend another night snobbing and crying for purpose. Tell yourself, okay, let me view my current assignment. Let me look at it from a different lens. Let me look at it from a lens where I'm not frustrated, or I'm choosing not to be frustrated. I'm going to say, what am I supposed to get while I'm here? What am I supposed to learn while I'm here? What's happening around me that I could be changing? I'm mad about my job, not realizing that I could really walk up in there if I had the right mindset one day and completely change everything permanently. You are that influential. You are that charismatic. You got that much love on the inside of you to real deal shift the room. You have it. You have it. Think about it like this. When we were all kind of living our life, the party didn't start till you got there. Take that same approach to your life every day. Not the party part, but the influence part. It can change once you get there. Do you realize that when we got to the club at 6, because I went kind of early at 6 because we had happy hour from 6 to 10. You got 2 free drinks. You got the hot wings at Focus. It was a great time. But guess what? In my head, if I got there at 6:15 or 6:30 or 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock or 1 a.m., it didn't start until I got there. Nala's trying to get her camera time. She keeps going back and forth. But it's like, that's the mindset we have to go in, that I can change what's around me if I look at it the right way. I promise you that you are in search of purpose. You are trying to find the reason you are here. Start on the inside. There's Tyler. Tyler was my drinking buddy. He was actually, I was one of us was the driver. However, we chose to get home that day. We don't know. But that's the thing about it. We've got to find purpose. And purpose is looking for us. Purpose is actually hunting you down. You're looking for purpose, and purpose is behind you, chasing you, trying to get you, hey, turn around and look at me. That purpose is literally behind you saying, hey, bro, hey, woman, hey, sis, I've been chasing you for years. All you got to do is stop for a second and turn around and look at it the right way and see it for what it is and allow it to be what it is. And if you got to change. If it's got to be something you got to put more effort and time into, there it is. You did your part, but get it done. So I encourage you guys this. Go to my website, www.iamevanbrown, and download For the Purpose Chaser. I promise you, you need it. You need the perspective and the change, the change in perspective, the shift in your mindset, even just to look at where you are right now in a totally different lens. I promise you, if you look at where you are right now for what it's supposed to be and what it's trying to get to you, it'll change everything about your life. It'll change everything about your life, and it won't take long. We make some things seem like it has to take long. It does not have to take long. So right now, as soon as I hit exit on this thing, go to my website, www.iamevanbrown.com. Download For the Purpose Chaser. Hey, listen, And you probably got a friend that needs to find their purpose because their life is just as in shambles as yours is. Guess what you do as a good friend? Download it twice. One for you, one for them. Let the email link go right to them and say, you know what? I just bought this book. We trying to get our stuff together. It's a new year. We got our vision boards intact. We're going to read this little book, answer these questions, shift our mindset on where we are so that when we go to work tomorrow on Friday, we're going to go in there with a totally different outlook. We're going to be like, you know what? I love this place because this place is going to reveal to me what I'm supposed to be doing and also possibly what I'm not supposed to be doing. It's a perspective thing. It's a perspective thing. A change of perspective will actually change your life because it'll change the way you think, look, respond, and do, and what you do and how you do it. Real simple. So go to my website right now, www.iamevanbrown.com. Download For the Purpose Chaser. And I promise you this, I'm going to put a demand on you. When your life starts to shift, when your mindset starts to shift, when things start to shift and be revealed to you, please let me know. I know it's going to happen because guess what? I did it first. I released it. I told you I dropped the book 2 weeks ago. I've been having success story and testimony and call and text and thank you after thank you, not because it's me, but because it helps somebody get to where they're trying to do. All I did was package what I've been through, what I've learned from, what I've learned through and sifted through and help somebody else. It's only 5 chapters. It's not that long of a read. And one of the chapters is you just being real with yourself and answering questions. You can't beat that. So right now, go to www.iamevanbrown.com, download For the Purpose Chaser. And once you get it, share it, tell your friends to get it, and all y'all read it together. And everybody start this journey to find their reason why they're here or to clarify the reason why they're here together. You're better together anyway, so you might as well read a book together. And it's an ebook. And while you're there, go ahead and grab your King of the Jungle t-shirts. And if you're a woman, grab your Queen of the Jungle t-shirts. Get your Making It Happen t-shirts. If you're a business owner or somebody trying to get a brand going, download the Jumpstarting Your Social Media. It's a whole lot of stuff in the e-store. But most importantly, if nothing else, please, please, please go get For the Purpose Chaser. Because you've been in search and chase. You've been chasing purpose way too long to have not found it. You old. You are getting older every day. You don't want to be 36 and then 47 and then 65, still completely unfulfilled because you don't know why you were here. But the decision you make today, the investment you make today in your future for just $5, I promise you, will be the thing that reignites your mind and reignites your fire for life. So that's it. I'm done. That's what it is. Go to my website, www.iamevanbrown.com. Download For the Purpose Chaser. It'll go right to your iBooks. It'll go right to your computer. It'll go right to your thing on your Google Play Store if you have that, or on the Android phone. It's going to be right there. And all you got to do is while you lay in your bed, push Instagram to the side and read for your future. Set yourself up to finish Friday out really strong and set your week next week to kind of go for it. Hey, it's Monday. I mean, it's 2018. The opportunities are endless. The heavens are open. You can literally get and do whatever you got to do, but it takes you having the right mindset to do it. So I love y'all. Have a good night. Get the book right now, For the Purpose Chaser, iamevanbrown.com. I'm going to post it on my page really quickly to make it easy for some of us so we don't have to search too much for it. But go get it now. Read it tonight and let your Friday be great. And Nala wants to say bye so she can stop biting me. Say bye, Nala. Say bye. Say bye. Okay, now you don't want to say bye. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I think she got hair all over me. All right, y'all have a good one, okay? Say nah. Move.